Hey, what's going on? This is Andre Sweeney, the life specialist. Welcome to the Get a Life Show, the show that gives you the tools and principles necessary for an outstanding life. Today's segment is called Life Nuggets, and today I want to talk to you from the subject, warning signs for your team members. Listen, if you're a leader, a manager, and you have people up under your authority, you have to be very careful. Oftentimes, things happen and blow up, and then we're in a position where we don't have a chance to do anything about it. Well, today I want to give you a couple of warning signs that you can look for to kind of alleviate that and maybe head off that problem before it goes too far. The first one is your team member gets a sense of worthlessness. They don't feel like they're worth anything. Their value has disappeared. That becomes a problem. A person who was well dressed, well manicured, all of a sudden their clothes are raggedy. They don't care if their clothes are not ironed. Start looking bad. The person who had good hygiene, all of a sudden you start catching them smelling. The person who was well groomed, all of a sudden now has a beard down to the floor. Looks scraggly. Well, you have to begin to watch that. That's a telltale sign maybe they don't value themselves anymore. After that, the next one is hopelessness. Once a person doesn't feel like they have any value, they feel like they're hopeless. I don't have a future anymore. Therefore, they say things like, well, it doesn't matter if I come. Nobody cares about me. Start making statements that doesn't lend to a bright future because they don't feel like they have any hope. Gotta watch these signs because that usually means that there is a problem. The next thing is they become hostile. Especially a person who has a normally good disposition, all of a sudden is angry. They snap about anything. They're starting to go off on people and you. They disrespect people all the time. They become hostile and mad and angry. And they're always on edge because there's something wrong. If you have a worker like this, you have to deal with it because usually there's a problem. The next thing is they have toxic thinking. All of a sudden, a person who is sharp in their mind is all of a sudden very critical. A person who was down with the program now hates everything about what you guys are doing. A person who once was with it is not with it anymore. They criticize you, criticize the people around them. They have a problem with the vision. All of a sudden now they're critical. They don't believe in anything. Their thinking has went south. If you have a worker like this, you have a problem. The next thing is they procrastinate. Person who usually was on time with their assignments, now you have to track them down and make them hand it in. Person who was usually on time to get you what you needed, had everything Johnny on the spot, all of a sudden now can't find them. If a person who was once good at getting things done is procrastinating, maybe they're burned out. Maybe there's something wrong, but there is a problem. The next thing is dependability. Good workers are there. They're on time. They're faithful. But once they start dropping the ball, they start being late for everything, no call, no shows, there's a definite issue. There's a definite problem. And you have to head this off quickly before it gets out of control. Listen, there's nothing in the world that we can do about every situation. There are going to be things that happen. There are going to be things that come up. But as a good leader, if you are a good leader, you're able to see the warning signs and at least you have a fighting chance to deal with them before they get too chaotic. This is Andre Sweeney, the life specialist, and I'm here to tell you, get life.